Oh boy. It's been pretty doom and gloom ever since the full reveal of the Nintendo Switch 2. I feel like it's been a bit of a disaster. You could even say some of us are terrified. But that's not what I'm coming at you with today. I just want to drop on a couple of new things that have come out over the past couple of days that kind of were missed in the main announcements. First up, a no-brainer, we are carrying on the tradition of nasty tasting Switch 2 cartridges. That's right, in an interview with GameSpot, Nintendo's Takahiro Dota confirmed that the gross tasting coating returns to the Switch 2 carts, adding that the goal was the same. We don't want anybody to be at risk of any unwanted consumption. We have indeed made it so that when it enters your mouth, you'll want to spit it out. Now I know they're about the price of a fancy steak at a fancy steakhouse, but there will be no dining of Nintendo Switch 2 cartridges. Also this week, the president of Nintendo of America, Doug Bowser, has stated variable game pricing. What does that mean? Well, Doug Bowser has announced that games for the Nintendo Switch 2 will have variable pricing, deviating from the uniform pricing model of the original Switch. Prices will depend on factors such as development cost, game complexity, and content length, stating that the content in the new Mario Kart world is the reason for such a high price. Now, I don't know if it's a good thing or not, but they have not said anything about the price going above $80. I know with a lot of things going on in the world, people are kind of expecting a possible price increase from what they've seen. And also, physical games at the moment are $80. That $90 nonsense was not true. That came from a price mistranslation from another currency, just in case you guys were like out of date on that news. Next up, it seems that Nvidia has confirmed that the Nintendo Switch 2 will have DLSS and ray tracing abilities. They state that this will make the console around 10 times more powerful than the original Nintendo Switch. Now, I'm not sure if it's me being a Nintendo fan or what. It probably is, but it's so cool to see games like Cyberpunk, Hogwarts Legacy, we're not talking about the Switch port, that's a whole other thing, and Street Fighter 6, and the Duskbloods running on the Switch 2, something that you're not normally used to seeing on a Switch as a Nintendo fan, like running at like PS4 Pro. And some of these graphics comparisons I've seen aren't too far off from the PS5. I'm sure there's some stuff that isn't being shown, but the fact that it looks as good as it does is really exciting. And just like riding a wave, we're going up, back down. The Nintendo Switch controllers do not have the Hall effect on the Joy-Cons. Now, a Hall effect is more like when there's magnetic sensors that detect movement. That's kind of more the simple answer, but Nintendo is staying away from that, but stating that their controllers and the controller sticks are much more durable. Hopefully that means less drift, if any. Hopefully we're not looking at another lawsuit situation in a couple months when people actually start putting these controllers to the test, but only time will tell. We'll find out on that one if Nintendo made the right call. One of the things that kind of really disappointed me in the days after the Direct was the announcement that the Nintendo Switch 2 is going to have no achievements. Now, I know this isn't out of the realm for Nintendo, but as somebody who loved the Xbox 360 era and currently playing on a PS5 as well, I love the little achievements. It's kind of like little Easter eggs. Sometimes you find out things in the game you didn't even know existed due to those achievements. So honestly, it's a little sad that I'm not going to have a little icon pop up when I pull out the Master Sword in the next future video game telling me that I've become the hero of whatever we're going for next time. And finally, some good news for those of you that were worried about getting a Switch 2 edition of a game, say like Breath of the Wild, plugging it in and it just being a key card. It has been confirmed by Nintendo these Switch 2 editions of the games will be included on those cartridge, update and all. So I just wanted to get that out there for anybody that didn't know and maybe has fed into sort of the doom and gloom that's still surrounding all these physical releases. So as a physical fan, I'm excited about that and I hope it continues. All right, guys, sorry for the short video, but I wanted to cover some of the stuff that I have read recently, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. So let me know, are your hopes still up? Have they decreased a little bit? There's been other announcements that might have simmered expectations, like a tutorial game still costing $10. But beyond that, let me know what you guys think. I've been really enjoying the engagement in the comments lately, so let me know, and I'll see you guys on the next video.